What is going on, everyone? My name is Sanjit and I'm currently a first year undergrad at NIT Trichy and I'm pursuing my B.TECH in the Triply department. So I've got 7 NITians here with me from NIT Trichy who will be giving you some important advice on how you can utilize the next 20 days in preparing for your JEE Mains session 2. This video is especially made for those students who have not been able to score a good percentile in their first attempt and are willing to do anything and everything possible to improve in the second attempt. So without wasting any more time, let's see what they've got to say.
So if you have not done well in your first attempt, you have 3 months in your hands, including your JEE Mains second attempt and your JEE Advanced exam. So to begin with, see, JEE is is regarded as one of the most toughest exams in the country. It is the exam which not only tests how much you study, it also tests your patience, your determination, your perseverance for everything. So it is damn related with your emotional attachment too. So at this point of time, it's very important that you keep yourself calm, you keep yourself patient, because at this point of time, if you lose your patience, if you lose your perseverance, your 2 years of hard work will completely go in vain. It's quite normal to get depressed at this point of time, but keep yourself recharged. If possible, you can listen to some of the motivational videos, hear to some of the songs, and yeah, please keep yourself motivated, because if you want to score well, if you want to get into your dream college or your dream IITs or NITs, you have worked hard for the past 2 years, and at this point of time, you can't actually afford to waste these few days. So yeah, stay motivated. You might have heard that famous saying that failing to plan is planning to fail. So before you start your JEE journey, the utmost priority should be given to a robust planning. So if you talk about quality versus quantity, I would always suggest you that quality of the content which you keep in your mind is more important than the quantity you have, because you all as a JEE aspirant, you might have undergone the previous year's stats. JEE doesn't give equal weightage to all of the chapters. There are certain chapters which are always kept at the top of the list. You should first ensure that you have a strong grip over those chapters, because if you go to the examination hall by having a strong grip on the more weightage chapters, you can hope to get a good percentile in that. So yeah, it's always recommended to have more quality of education than quantity. I have even heard of cases when I was preparing that a person with only 60% syllabus cover, I think he got more than 99 percentile in his JEE attempt. So yeah, it is always quality that matters, not quantity, according to me. Okay, so if you ask about mock tests, yeah, mock tests are really very important, because they actually give you that ambience of that examination thing, your nervousness, how much you are depressed, how much you are anxious, how much you are able to tackle the stress effectively, because that plays a very important role. And most importantly, you can analyze your mistakes, you can channelize your preparation, you can understand how much where I stand now. If you get low marks in mock tests, I agree, it is quite obvious you will get depressed, but you should not be. You should take up as that a challenge and should work upon your efforts, and surely you will do well.
As according to me, don't think so much, okay? I feel the same feeling that you are feeling right now. इतना ही कहूँगा, उस टाइम पे हम लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा लग रहा होगा, पर नहीं है, वो उतना वैल्यू नहीं रखता जितना हम सोच रहे हैं उसमें, इतना नहीं. We have to give our 100% for our next attempt. Okay, we focus on our next attempt. अपने आप को थोड़ा, हम लोग कितना क्यों सोचते हैं, क्योंकि हम अभी फ्री हैं, काफ़ी फ्री हैं. फ्री इन द सेंस हम लोग अपने फेलियर पर ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट दे रहे हैं, ठीक है, उसको लीव इट. We focus on our next attempt. Okay, all the best.
My first and the important advice should be to cover the most important chapters from which the JEE asks many questions. On the whole internet, there are many data about this, that JEE asks more questions on like semiconductors, chemical bonding, coordination compounds, and 3D geometry, so they can study those chapters to increase their marks in less time. Mock tests are very important in the last days, because I personally have given 5 mock tests in last 10 days, so it was very helpful for me, and I was able to analyze myself that where I can get more marks in the JEE Main. Like you have given the previous attempt, and you have learned that where you are wasting your time and where you are making the mistakes. So according to me, you should learn from that mistakes and try to do well and study for the second attempt.
Hi everyone, hope you are all doing good. So basically for chemistry, I feel that the books which you used for the basic NCERT books which you used for studying for both is more than enough for clearing JEE Mains, because basically in JEE Mains exam for chemistry, you get questions mostly from NCERT book only. Mainly for inorganic chemistry, you must just memorize all the lines that are there in NCERT, both class 11 and class 12. And for organic, it's better if you refer some other books than NCERT, since in JEE Mains they slightly complicate. Maybe you can refer your coaching classes notes. And for physical chemistry, it's just practice. For physics, your board exam preparation won't work out that much, since for both you must have studied all the derivations, procedures, all those things. But in JEE, it's mainly on problem solving, and there are some theory chapters, but you can't completely rely on those. So for physics, you can firstly focus on mechanics part, that laws of motion, work, power, and energy, rotational motion, all those chapters. For physics, it's better if you don't refer NCERT book, since NCERT book is full of theories. So it's better if you solve any reference books or coaching sample papers. Before some 4-5 days of your proper JEE Mains exam, session 2, you can read those chapters which are in the end of 12th NCERT textbook, like the wave nature, dual matter, all those areas, which will be helpful for JEE Mains exam. For JEE Mains, maths is not that easy as compared to physics and chemistry. In 1 month, it may not be possible for you to score good in maths section, since the maths paper will be slightly difficult. If you are preparing from the scratch for JEE Mains, I would recommend you to start off with conics section, the parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, all those, since they have a slightly high weightage in that paper. Once you are done with conics, you can start off with those calculus areas. Basic differentiation, integrals will also work out sometimes.
I also had 1 month. I just analyzed the whole JEE papers. Like I took 3 papers and just I analyzed which chapters has the more weightage. And also I got support from my institute. I asked them, they gave me the blueprint. So I just marked the main chapters. So I'm basically strong in chemistry. So I just cornered chemistry. So I should get a maximum in chemistry. What can I get? I'm basically weak in math. So concentrate on your strengths. Weaknesses are a bit of problem, but you don't worry about it in the last month, because confidence is the main key. For me it was chemistry, so I will tell the easy chapters in chemistry. Just concentrate inorganic. It will just fetch you a lot of marks. Yeah, it's tough to prepare, tough to remember. Just try to remember. Okay. Then in organic, just read all the mechanisms. It will help you a lot in mains. In mains, it is not like advanced. Okay, they will not ask you like tricky something. It was just basic concepts. I will say it frankly, my study material was simply NCERT for chemistry. No problem. You don't need to go to other material and all. Just study NCERT for inorganic. You will get a centum on inorganic on your attempt. Then for physical chemistry, be thorough with the concepts and just revise all the formulas. Then for maths, I didn't do math that well, but I had some tips. Concentrate on easy chapters like mathematical induction, probability, mathematical reasoning. Mathematical reasoning easily fetches you 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks is a lot. Okay, 4 marks will give you a rise of 1000 ranks. For physics, yeah, there are easy chapters, semiconductors, transistors, and many chapters. So you have 1 month. Just study daily either 3 subjects. Don't leave any subject. It will backfire. Okay, if you read chemistry one day, then you will be left with chemistry some part. So you will think, I will complete chemistry in the next day. So you will again continue with chemistry. Then the max will be lying under the bed. Okay, that's not a good thing. So try maintaining constant flow. You will get, the results are bound to come right for your hard work. So no problem, you will get. Don't worry.
Hey guys, I would like to mention a few important topics for the before 1 month of the exam, which you can start from scratch. You doesn't require any prerequisites. So in physics, I would like to mention units and measurement, semiconductors, ray optics, modern physics, and Earth's magnetism. In chemistry, there are like 5 topics. First topic is biomolecules. Second is polymers. Third is chemistry in everyday life. Then fourth is environmental chemistry, and the fifth is coordination compounds. These are very important. In mathematics, first is PNC, second probability, and third is vectors and 3D geometry. Fourth is statistics. Fifth is mathematical reasoning.
So for physics, study mechanics and modern physics, which are quite easy, so that you can get easy marks. For physical chemistry, practice problems from N. Avasti. Then for inorganic chemistry, just read NCERT, that will be useful. For organic chemistry, study basic mechanisms, then the reactions which are given in the NCERT books, so that it will be useful for you to write JEE exam. For maths, study statistics, then mathematical reasoning, then little bit of calculus. Easy questions will be coming from that.
So hopefully this video motivated you in some way to work harder. 20 days is still a lot of time provided you're willing to put in at least 10 hours every single day. 10 hours a day for the next 20 days corresponds to almost 200 hours of effective study. Now that your board exams are on the verge of completion, put your heart and soul for the next 20 days for your JEE Mains exam, and I'm sure you'll be successful at the end of it.